Oh, didn't see you there. We were just discussing the Zimmerman telegram.
The year is 1917, and the Great War is in full swing in Europe. The U.S. is remaining neutral, however.
Yes, it was neutral due to its isolationist attitude at the time. The U.S. wanted to stay out of all world manners. However, when the Zimmerman telegram happened, they had to get involved.
Had to.
First, we'll talk about the U.S. involvement at the beginning of World War I.
Or lack thereof. At the beginning of World War I, the U.S. was not involved, and they were prospering greatly from the war because they were selling weapons to Allied powers such as Great Britain and France. However, they had to become involved when Germany started sinking U.S. ships that contained passengers as well as ammo and weapons. Some specific examples of Germany sinking U.S. ships are the Lusitania and the Sussex. After the Sussex was sunk, Germany pledged to not sink any more U.S. passenger ships.
The Sussex Pledge stated that German U-boats would no longer sink American ships sailing in the ocean over to Europe. When Germany broke the Sussex Pledge, the United States was on the brink of war.
The camel could take one more straw.
Then its back broke.
The last straw was when Germany sent a telegram to Mexico, offering them to regain territory the U.S. had taken from them years back in Texas, Louisiana, and other areas down there.
Such as Nevada and Arizona.
Luckily for the United States, Great Britain intercepted the telegram.
Great Britain, however, did not take this seriously. They didn't view it as a threat and did not inform the U.S. of it till later.
When the U.S. got word of the news, they had to act.
They knew they had to act, and oh boy, did they act.
To put things in simpler terms, we'll give you a modern-day breakdown of what happened. All right. Hey, Great Britain, I'm really glad we got together for lunch today.
You know, the United States, I'm really glad we did too.
I just love Mexican food so much.
Oh, speaking of Mexico, Germany texted me the other day, sending a message to Mexico saying they wanted Mexico to attack you, but I think they meant it for Mexico, sending me back.
There were several factors that led to the U.S. involvement in World War I. Selling weapons to countries that were involved in the war, causing the sinking of ships transporting the goods, such as the Lusitania and the Sussex, helped cause World War I and the involvement of the United States. The Zimmerman telegram threatened the United States and set the American people over the edge. After World War I, the American government came up with some solutions to keep the country out of war, which included the banning of trade of weapons to countries at war.
Some people that were important to the Zimmerman telegram were Arthur Zimmerman, who was the German foreign minister who sent the telegram, von Eckert, a German minister to Mexico, whom the telegram was sent to, Walter Hines Page, who was the U.S. ambassador to Britain, who received the telegram from Britain and reported it to President Wilson. President Wilson was aware of the telegram weeks before he informed the public. He thought not sharing it would keep the U.S. out of the war, but he decided to publicize it when unrestricted German submarine warfare was swaying citizens in favor of the Allies even more so than before. He asked Congress to declare war on April 2, 1917. 4 days later, the resolution was passed and the U.S. began to prepare for war. The U.S. prepared by creating the Selective Service System, also known as the draft, which registered men between the ages of 18 and 25 to potentially serve in the military. The government used propaganda and created associations like the War Industries Board, which got Americans to support the war and help their country win. Those who didn't enlist could still help from back home, preparing supplies, cutting down on their portions, and backing the soldiers with strong patriotism. None of this would have happened if it weren't for the Zimmerman telegram. By joining the war, the U.S. almost ensured an Allied victory. About a year and a half after the U.S. joined the war, it came to an end on November 11, 1918. The Zimmerman telegram caused the U.S. to enter World War I, which eventually let the Allies win the war.
That's all you need to know about the Zimmerman telegram. Thanks for watching.
Then build it from the ground up. Hey, but if it's all for one and one for all, then maybe one day we all could ball. Do it one time for the underdogs, from Bobby Ray to all of y'all.
I wish I